Let's imagine you've suddenly got an extra £10 a month coming in, maybe from a pay rise. What are you going to do with it?
You could get pleasure from spending your £10 now, but you also need to think about your future. Saving the money now could improve your life later on, especially if you can earn decent interest on your savings. So what's the best way to save?
The first thing to say is that if you've got spare cash, you should look at cash ISAs. You get tax-free savings. You need to make use of the allowance every year. Most banks will have an instant access ISA. There'll be some fixed terms as well. But if you want to get a hold of your cash at a moment's notice, there'll be instant access. We've got an instant access at the moment, paying 3.3%.
But if you can only save £10 a month, it's never going to amount to very much. So what's the point?
It's important to get into the habit of saving. If you can save as little as £10 a month, that's great. It's £120 a year, $240 after 2. You add interest onto it. If you save now, the interest will compound up. It becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and a nest egg grows.
And once you've built up a nest egg, you could invest your money in the stock market. Potentially, your money will grow faster than in a savings account, and if you invest for the long term, at least 5 years, the risk is reduced as well.
Over the last 20 years, the UK stock market has on average grown by 4.8% a year, whereas your average savings account has only grown by 2.1% a year. So over that period, £100 in the stock market would have grown to £255, whereas £100 in a savings account would only have grown to £152. That's assuming no inflation. There's one last option to consider. Should you pay down your debts instead of saving money for the future?
If you do have spare cash, the best thing to do is to pay off your debts, because you'll be paying much higher rates of interest on your debt than you will be able to get from a savings account. Even £10 a month will make a difference to your debt burden. The lower you can get your debts, the lower the rate of growth of your debts will be, and so it's definitely a good idea to use any extra cash to repay debt.
So there you have it, 4 ways to use an extra £10 a month. 3 ways are sensible. Spending probably isn't.